friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. I thought I would start a weekend reading vlog. I haven't been vlogging a bunch lately and I kind of miss it. So I thought that this weekend would be a good weekend to vlog. Not that I have very many reading plans per se, but I have some things I want to show you anyway. So let's start with the book. So I'm going to be reading The Hunting Wives by 𝒑𝒏𝒅. It was my April book of the month pick along with like 2 others that I got. But this is one of my most anticipated books of the year and I'm just really excited about it. And why is it so freaking bright? There we go. Is that better? All right, so yeah, so The Hunting Wives is one of the mystery thriller picks and I love book of the month for their mystery and thrillers. This one, like I said, I don't like to read too much of a synopsis, but this was on my most anticipated list. I talked about it on my podcast. I talked about it in my video. It says the Hunting Wives share more than target practice, martinis and bad behavior in this novel of obsession, seduction, and murder. And I am currently on page 30. So I literally just started it. A couple of fun purchases that I just made at Target. Top. It is a tank top. It has like this little lace detail and it's like this like worn kind of denim-ish material, but obviously it's cotton. This top, it's a bathing suit top. So it's just like across and that's what the back looks like. And I also picked up a dress, which guys, I do not need any more dresses, but I saw this one and I was like, it's cute, I need it. It has ruching and it just comes down about like there. It does have pockets in it and I just love this, again, like almost like gray blue, navy blue material with these little flowers. And this is the type that you can wear off the shoulder, which I thought would again be really cute for my vacay this summer. And I got these to try and I've never tried them before. I got these energy drinks. Let me see if I can. So I got the watermelon one, watermelon wave. And these are just energy drinks. These are Alani Nu, I think is the brand. Alani Nu, I think is the brand. But I was like, their cans are super cute. And I thought I could try an energy drink. I got the 𝒑𝒐𝒅𝒄, which is like a creamsicle, I'm assuming. And I also got their Cosmic Stardust one, which I don't really know what flavor this would be, but yeah, Alani Nu, that's their website, alaninu.com, and no sugar, 200 milligrams of caffeine, gluten-free, vegan, biotin, B6 and B12. No sugars, there's just 2 grams of alcohol sugar. So I got 3 of those to try. So I'm sure I'll be drinking one of those as I'm reading. And that's all I got at Target. David's tea order. And I wasn't planning on making a David's tea order, but I wanted something for Mother's Day. And I decided to get them these sets that they were advertising for Mother's Day. And then of course I got myself something. These are the sets that I got for our moms, one for my mom, one for his mom, and I just thought they were so cute. Like the packaging is super cute. And then, so here's what it looks like. Tea, Love, and Care. And then you open it up and it has a whole bunch of different teas in there to try, and then you can write a little message over here. And I just thought this would be really easy to pop in a bubble mailer and mail it off to my mom since she's out of state. And then of course for my husband's mom, we actually see her like in person. She lives in Virginia Beach. For myself, I got the Sleep and Relax set. It just is so cute, the packaging and the little stars. 4 ounces of the oat milk latte. So never tried this one, but I love oat milk lattes and I figured why not. This is really good, guys. I like this a lot. Very, very refreshing. Cheers. I finished The Hunting Wives by May Cobb, one of my most anticipated books of the year. I enjoyed it. I rated it 3 out of 5 stars, and I rated it a little bit lower just because it wasn't as thriller as I wanted. It's more like a, I don't know. I need to find a word or a genre that's in between, like, because it's not a family drama, you know what I'm saying? But it's not really thrilling either. It's like a light thriller, if you know what I'm saying. Like, this is a good one for people new to thrillers, but also like it has that stalker vibe to it, and it follows a group of like rich socialites in this little clique called the Hunting Wives, and there's this one, like the leader, Margot Banks, that everybody obviously looks up to because she's the leader and she's the best. But Sophie and her husband just moved from Chicago to this small town in Texas because they wanted to have this like slowed down lifestyle, but she immediately becomes obsessed with Margot, like Facebook stalker, like driving by her house, and her other friend invites her to this like, I don't know, like party, and Margot's there, and she bumps into Margot, and she gets invited to hang out with them and become one of the hunting wives. Basically, they go like shooting, and they drink a lot, and they, even though they're all married, they flirt with men. Like, they'll go out to clubs and like actively flirt with men. And also there's this like interaction with like underage guys that's really kind of like weird. And Sophie doesn't know what to make of all this. All she knows is that she is completely pulled in by Margot, and she like likes Margot. Like, she thinks she's gorgeous, and obviously she is. And yeah, it's just, it's crazy, but it has like rich women vibes. Yeah, it's just, it's really interesting, but it's more like stalking Margot. Moved to a small Texas town because she wanted to slow down her life. She's been like blogging, and she's been doing Instagram and stuff like that, but she didn't realize like how slow her life would be. She needs a little bit of action, and Margot's just the woman to give it to her. Next up, I am going to hop into this one. I took the dust jacket off already. It's called You'll Thank Me for This by Nina Siegel. And let me just show you. This is the one where it's that Dutch tradition to drop your teens and preteens off in the woods and have them find their way home without like your help or anything, and then something goes tragically wrong. But it's kind of short, so I'm hoping I can fly through it. Plus the font is kind of big. It's a little later, and I wanted to update you on You'll Thank Me for This, which is what I started reading after The Hunting Wives. And I was hoping that this would go quickly because it's short, the font is big, But it's not going quickly. I am on page 34 and I ended up taking like a nap and everything like that. But before my nap, I was reading this and I'm just not into it. I know 34 pages is like a lot to, or not a lot to like judge a book on, but basically what I have so far is it's kind of dual POV. Okay, yeah, it's definitely told in dual POV, but not marked dual POV. It's just that almost like every other chapter is from a different perspective. Either Grace, the mom, or what was her name? Carrie, what's her name? Yeah, Karen, K-E-R-I-N, her little girl. I think she's 12 years old. So it's kind of weird because this is an adult novel, but with the 12-year-old's perspective, I don't know, would that be middle grade? So it's definitely not middle grade. So I'm thinking that the mystery thrilling aspects would be from the adult perspective, but I don't really see that happening right now because they're not on, well, at least the mom is not on this trip. It's like a drop thing. Like, I don't know. Is this making any sense? Such odd writing. I don't know. There's nothing like inherently wrong with it. It's just weird to me and strange and different and not in the kind that I want to explore and stretch my mind. You know what I'm saying? Just like in a weird, I have to code switch in my head a lot, and you know, that's no fun. Good morning. I had a very late night last night. I did the Rex by the Bottle live show with Jacqueline and Jesse, and it was over 3 hours. I drank an entire bottle of wine.
Serial killers. I would say brother.
Oh, okay. I haven't read that, but I want to.
Because you're following our main character and like he is part of like a serial killer family. Are you empty?
I will be. But hopefully you guys got a lot of recommendations. I know we were writing down some of your recommendations. Yeah, it was just a lot of fun to like hang out with them and hang out with you guys and just kind of like let loose a little bit. Some of us looser than others. Okay, I wasn't planning on updating you guys right now, but I just got some book mail and I thought I would share with you. So 2 books I bought myself. One I actually won in a Goodreads giveaway. The book that I won, it is called Lurkers by Sandy Tan, and it says from the director of the award-winning Netflix documentary Shriekers, which I have not seen. And then I also recently bought They Never Learn by Lane Fargo. I actually did talk about this on the Rex by the Bottle live show last night. Someone was looking for some serial killer perspectives, and this is that. Dark academia vibes, but also like a female serial killer. Yes, please. I also really want to read this one. Who is Maud Dixon? All right, I'm on page 186. I made an oat milk latte with my David's tea and I put it over ice and it is so good. I actually ordered 10 more ounces of the tea and I got 2 free ounces, so I have 12 more ounces coming because they do sell out of your favorite flavors. So when you find something you like, you have to really go all in. Anyway, okay, so this book just took a really weird turn kind of out of nowhere, and now I am kind of wishing that I would have DNF'd it because it's not making any sense. We have no background information on anything that's happening, and so frustrating when books do that. All right, let's wrap this weekend reading vlog up. This weekend I managed to read The Hunting Wives by May Cobb and also You'll Thank Me for This by Nina Siegel. This one I ended up rating 3 out of 5 stars because I enjoyed it. It wasn't like, I wanted it to be a little bit more like heart pumping thriller. It was a little bit more like slow paced. It follows like housewives, rich socialites, and you have a stalking storyline, Sophie stalking Margot and kind of like Facebook stalking her, following, like going to her house and stuff like that, and then she gets wrapped up with the clique and then things go down. There is drinking and drugs and flirting with men even though they're all married. There's interactions with underage boys. There's, I don't know, lake houses and shooting guns and, you know, parties and just, yeah. So it was a definitely good time. But as far as like my enjoyment level, 3 out of 5 stars. And then I picked up You'll Thank Me for This by Nina Siegel, which is the book I've been reading pretty much all day. I started it yesterday and I was reading it today. Even though it was short, it's under 250 pages. It was just like very much more of a slow paced read. And also maybe not, maybe it's just a me thing because I have been relying heavily on audiobooks and doing the reading along physically and listening to audiobooks lately. But both of these books I read physically, no audiobook for either one of them. So anyway, in this one, it takes place in the Netherlands and it follows 2 different timelines, a mother and then her 12-year-old daughter, Karen, who is going to be dropped in this national park. It's like a Dutch tradition. The thing is that I didn't like the writing and I didn't like the beginning. It was too slow. If it would have got more into the action right away, other than like the kind of slow, like the leading up to the dropping and all that. I wish they would have basically like told you what the dropping was, dropped them, and then the story taken off from there. But since it had 2 different timelines, it was kind of telling Grace's kind of story and her relationship with her new husband and Karen and what was going on with all of that. There were parts about it that I really did like, but the problem is that the crux of the story, the main conflict of the story, kind of came out of nowhere and didn't fit. Like there was no way you could have figured out like what was happening because even the characters in the book had no idea what was happening. And then when it happened, I just like wasn't interested in that part at all. So I ended up rating this story 2 out of 5 stars, but yeah, a lot of other people seem to enjoy it a lot more than me. Like I said, interesting concept, but the writing, the slow paced for such a short book. I don't know. I kind of feel like it's a 3, but I'm going to go with a 2 for now, and I can always like bump it up later. But anyway, yeah. That is the vlog for this weekend, and I am definitely in a thriller mood. I would say the beginning half of the year so far, I've really been into like, I have read a couple thrillers, but I've been more in the romance mood, and now I'm just really in a thriller mood, even though I have People We Meet on Vacation up there and 𝒍𝒊𝒏𝒌𝒔. I just have so many books I want to read, but I kind of want to continue reading some thrillers. So yeah, maybe you'll see another reading vlog very soon. We shall see. But anyway, that's all for today's video. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all having a lovely day or night, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.